Laplace, Louisiana, May 9th, 1997. At 9:46 a.m., James Lowell, Jr., a deputy with the St. John's Parish Sheriff's Department, stops by his parents' home. Lowell's sister had called him at work, concerned why their parents aren't answering their phone. The deputy discovers the front door is ajar.
Mom? Mom?
He finds his father, James Lowell Sr., on the floor.
Dad? Mom?
His face is covered with blood.
Dad? Mom?
He checks his father's pulse
Dad?
and finds none.
Mom? Mom?
He looks for his mother.
Mom?
He finds her in the kitchen, brutally assaulted.
Mom?
Anne-Marie Lowell is unconscious and her pulse is faint, but she's alive.
Dispatch is low. Dispatch is low.
The deputy calls for an ambulance and backup.
My dad's dead. My mom's scared. We both. Send back her, please. Mom. Oh, Mom.
Within minutes, officers, detectives, and EMTs respond to the scene. The brutal attack shocks Detective Todd Himmel of the St. John Sheriff's Department.
This is a well-respected family in the community, well-known, good people. Most of our homicides are either drug-related or maybe an argument that escalated. To have a home invasion homicide is uncommon for this area. When I first made entry into the house, my first reaction was very gruesome. A tremendous amount of blood on the floor and the walls. The injuries to the victims were quite gruesome.
EMTs work to stabilize Mrs. Lowell for the short trip to River Parish Hospital. Later that day, she dies from her injuries. Deputy Lowell tells investigators how he found his parents. He points out a pair of eyeglasses on the kitchen floor that belonged to his father. Investigators find a blood-stained hammer near Mr. Lowell's body. The nature of the wounds to the victim's head and face lead investigators to believe this is the weapon that killed him. The detectives search the house.
When I made entry into the den area and observed the female's glasses laying on the floor with some blood, it was obvious that she was struck in that area.
Investigators find a large sugarcane knife, sometimes called a side blade or sling blade.
It's covered in blood. It was obvious that it was a weapon that inflicted the injuries on the female victim.
Detectives notice that several volumes of an encyclopedia have been thrown to the floor.
Blood spots. I'm finished over there. Okay. Ooh, did you see that?
Got money. That's a $100 bill right there.
Checking the books still on the shelf, they find the Lowells had hidden nearly $12,000 there.
Let's just pile them up here.
Family members later confirmed the total. The intruder did not find any of the money. Investigators theorize the killer's search was interrupted.
He was very close to finding the money. Apparently he was scared before he was able to. The son coming home to check on his parents may have scared him off.